So I did grab that because I feel like this card has to have some bats because it's a Halloween tree. And I feel like we got to have some splatter for this guy. So there's Pompous. And I'm going to go ahead and grab Crown Me as well because we got to have a couple trees. We're going to do 3 trees. All right. Let's see. And I think we're going to do this guy. We're going to make him up here. And he's going to be the darkest one. Well, a darker one. This is Crown Me because I have grape juice too, which is a very dark color. We can make that a dark grape juice too. All right. Thank you. I'm not sure what happened with that because I did have it set up. It was, so the restream is being a little different. They've updated some things. And I had it set, and then it wouldn't let me go live on the Facebook page, the Bruce Monroe Facebook page. And then it did, and it was just being, I don't know, it was being weird tonight. So thank you, Penny. What would we do without you? And I think for my last tree, I'm going to do this ultraviolet. You see me full screen. Can you, Susan, you can't see my desk full screen anymore? Or do you need to catch up? Did you get rewound a little bit? I haven't used color with this one. So we're going to overlap this one with this other color here. I could have just used a regular color blending brush, but I got this round one. This will work. All right. Perfect. So there are our tree tops. Yes, yes, it is. And this, I don't know. There is a bat stencil, but I don't have that stencil. Oh, yes, I do. You're right. Thank you for reminding me. I could use that stencil because I did make that. I did use that. Was Nocturne. Did I put it away though already? Yes, I did. You're right. Let me pull it out of my stencil binder here. Please don't judge me. Hi, Joanne. How are you? Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I think it's in here. No, that's an old bat stencil. There's, oh, Nocturne. I'm pretty sure you're in here. I have to reorganize because I didn't have them all together. Oh, no, it's not. It's not in here. You're right. Okay. It is still, it was part of a class last year, so it's in my bag here to the left. Thank you. We will use that stencil instead of that stamp. You're right. This was Sunday stencil. It's called, we had Pumpkin Glow, which was pumpkins with jack-o'-lanterns, and this. I have a video using those cards. Oh, you're welcome, Lori. I love it. So we'll use this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's put that to the side for right now. Next, we need to do our trees. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this up to the top because I'm going to use this to make sure I use the right tree bases. Now for this, we're going to use black, but we're going to use Black Willow. Black Widow is great to combination when you're using the Simon Hurley inks. It works really well. Not that the Raven Detail ink isn't good. I just love the Black Widow. Give it that eerie feeling. Just try to make them black, black, black. Okay, and then this guy is this one. And then we are going to do a little bit on the background too, of course. but we're going to do some splatters, I think, and some just random stenciling. And then I'm going to line this up, and it was this guy. I mean, you could use any of them. I don't like that guy. We're going to use this guy. Well, we're going to use this guy because I don't want the stem to go over, because otherwise the stem's going to go in the wrong tree. That's going to look weird, in my opinion. Oh, it's from Amazon. I have a link on my YouTube. It's called a cookie binder on Amazon. I do have a link on my blog I can grab for you if you guys want me to. If you want to give me a second, and I can put that in the thing. It's called a cookie binder. My friend Sandy, she shared it. She got it from somebody, I believe, and I love them. I actually I bought one that had the plastic pouches in it, and then I kind of went to their company and found the blank ones. So give me 1 second. I can grab that for you. Well, I let this cool dry down. You're welcome. So yeah, on my blog, which is Sugar Cards by King, I'll put my blog up first in case anybody wants that. My blog is this, and I do have on my blog, I do have a Brutus Monroe link, and then I have a favorites under the menu. I have like all my affiliates, and then under my favorite things is where I have a lot of my other things. I have my Brutus Monroe must have in my Amazon storage. So let me grab my stencil binder. Get link. Okay, thank you. I think they're fun too. Stencil binder. Thank you, Penny. So there's the link to my stencil binder if you are interested. They come in multiple colors. I started getting colors at first. I was thinking it'd be fun to have different colors. Like you get a red one for Christmas or holidays. You could get like an orangey one or something for Halloween or fall. You know, I had a purple one. I got 2 colors, and then I just went with clear. So they hold quite a bit. I mean, if you look, and they're double-sided, so you can get 2 in each. That's really thick. So like I said, stencils are what I started with Brutus Monroe when I was first joining. All right, I'm going to just take my black blending brush, and we're going to just kind of ink it up and make it kind of dirty all over up here at the top, just because I kind of want to just make it a little bit eerie night sky. And then I'm going to grab my blue brush. Oh, I can tell you. Do you want me to comment? Hold, please. $75? No. Yeah, ish. So I don't know if you could quite get 100 in there. They're being double-sided, but you can get quite a few. I just like them because I don't have to flip through, and I can just pull in. I mean, like I said, I try to organize them. I have like my favorites in one that don't, and then I have my my holiday ones. All my holiday ones are in one. I may have to switch it to, you know, like pulling out my Christmassy fall and winter ones, especially depending on what Christopher comes out with. So we just had a bunch of holiday ones this month, and or Halloween ones. And then I have florals in one, and just, I try to organize them so that they're fairly together. Like when I go to find my pets, I have my paw prints together, and anything that might be pets. Like I have a fishbone stencil and a paw print, and I have bones, that type of thing, and things like that. So yeah, I just have a couple, Shiloh. I'm sorry. I am so impressed with Shiloh and what she has this bin of like embossing folders, and she just makes great cards. But like I said, Christopher does stencils. I've been on the team for 6 years. So, we get a stencil for sure every month. And of course there's always some stencils. So I love them. Stencils are an inexpensive way to add lots of stuff to your stash. And then, of course, if there's an event, we get a stencil or something. So, all right. So, well, first, before we do this, let's cut this down. Because we're going to layer this on some black cardstock. Because I think we're going to put some, we'll use the embossing powder of the month. How does that sound? That'll work perfect. So, and I've been doing this, I've been crafting for almost 30 years. Almost 30 years. So I have quite a few. Thank you very much, Lori. I don't do a ton of posting, just so you know, I won't spam you a lot. It's something I'm still working on, but I do try to do some as much as I can. It just kind of hits or miss. All right, so let's get this on some black cardstock first before I mess it up. Because we're going to put, oh yeah, I said embossing powder. I was thinking paste. Let's still get it. Give it some chance to dry. This is the licorice cardstock. We could do purple behind it. Oh, aubergine, which is my favorite color that was retired. That would be perfect behind here. But we'll do black because it's Halloween. Shiloh, it took me a long time. It's funny, even though I have a lot of them, because I started buying them more because I found that it was easier to, you can buy 3 or 4 stencils or 1 stamp set sometimes. And so they're easy to kind of add on when you need that add-on thing. And they're thin, so they're not heavy for shipping. Is that I always thought to myself, why do I want to buy it? But I'm like, I never thought about it. But a stencil, you can use it over and over and over again. And even though you can do the same thing with a stamp, there's more I think you can do with a stencil. So stencils are just, I like them. I just need to use them more. So I already have my stamp set out, and I have my Happy Halloween. I'm going to do Happy Halloween, friends. I don't know exactly how we're going to put that. Like I said, these are going to be kind of layered cards. But we're going to do this one first. So let's get this with my heat tool. Because I want to make sure Simon Hurley's inks stay wet. And I don't want to get a ton of embossing powder. I mean, I could have left a white space there for a moon, I guess. Maybe what we'll do is we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to punt here, make a change. Where is my, anyone see where I put my pigment? There it is, alabaster. Let's grab some alabaster ink. I'm just going to put a little moon right here. And we're just going to, just a little bit of one. You're barely going to see that. That's going to be kind of cool. That actually, I want to bring that up closer so you can see that. Look at that. It is. I love to do that too. I don't do that often, especially because I don't like to do that one, pull my big machine out because it's not on camera. And heat set this. But that is fun too. That is cool. I've never done that before. Look at how that turned out, you guys. I'm sorry, but that's really cool. All right. Now we're going to grab our little stencil. Thank you, ECs, for reminding me. And if we get some embossing powder, we get some embossing powder. I'm going to grab my fun tape here because I don't want to do a ton of bats. We're just going to do a few. And we're going to tape them off. Tape this right here. I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to just overlap. I'm going to try to do 3. So I think stencils can also make for a quick, fun card, like very, very quickly. You can just make a background and to be honest with you, throw a stamp on it or sentiment on it, and you're good to go. All right, so I've masked those off. I haven't done any static powder tool yet, so let's do that. I'm not going to be terribly worried about if we get some because we can add some splatter because it's Halloween and Halloween cards can have splatter. Okay. And then we're going to grab our embossing ink and I have an embossing foam dauber here. And I'm just going to dab it and I'm going to try to dab very like juicily. Okay. We could have probably used that Black Widow ink as well. And then I'm going to use, okay, so I've got the Werewolf emboss. This is the embossing powder of the month. It is a cool mood. Yeah. It comes in a it comes in a bag. You subscribe to it, you get it in a bag. It looks like this, in a bag like this. This is just different color. And then I buy the jars. The jars are actually this size now, but I have some old ones that I'm using up and I put them inside. And then I cut the label off the packaging and stick it on top with one of our sticky dots. So now I need, that one bat is looking a little sick, but this is the embossing powder of the month. Please don't stick to that. Yay. Okay, so there's a little bit stuck to the outside. That's okay. We can fix that. We're going to take our little brush. Like the dots would be fine if we didn't do the dots because like I said, we could do some splatter. Okay. I just blew it off a little bit. Okay, that's not too bad. It's really fun. I'll show you the werewolf. It's got some grays and some blacks in there. Yeah, that I don't know that moon. I'm kind of sorry. I'm still flabbergasted by how that turned out because it's beautiful. All right, and then we're going to heat set it and try to bring it up closer so you can kind of see it. So that is the werewolf. Kind of hard to see it on that one. I love how that. Let me see if I can pull them. I just did it before we went live. Oh, it's behind me because it was still hot. I just swatched it out. Here it is. There. So it's got some grays, and so it just depends on how you put it on, is how much silver or black you're going to have in there. So like werewolf. So this is on white, this is on dark, so it's not much of a difference for this one. Yeah, it's fun and sparkly. So there is that. Now we need to put our sentiment on, and I think we need to pop this puppy up, but let's do a little splatter. Let's do a little bit of splatter. Okay, so here's my little splatter box. For those of you who don't know, this box is from my very first Create Your Own Ending event that I didn't get to go to back in 2020. I was going to go in my first one, ended up doing it virtually. And I'm going to add a little bit. So I just put some of the Black Widow off to the side, and I'm going to add a little bit of my chroma mist, my ornament gold. shimmer mist to that to make it sparkly. And we're going to splatter. It's a Halloween card, so I like to add some splatter to it because I think it's always fun to add some splatter. All right, that's enough. I don't know if I'm going to be at crafting time tomorrow, Shiloh. I have to work for a little bit, so I may not be back in time. So may not get to join you guys tomorrow. My crafty friends. Now you're not going to see a ton of the sparkle, but there's a little bit of sparkle in that black splatter, which makes it fun. And then we're just going to do this, and we're going to pop these guys up. So I've got some of my foam tape here, and I'm just going to go ahead and chop it off. And I was sad I didn't get to make your live, Shiloh, this week, but I did watch the replay. My bosses were in the office. This week is my busy week of the month. So we were doing paperwork and all that stuff. I had the notification on, but then I couldn't watch it. So yeah, if you guys want, check out Shiloh's channel. She is an amazing card maker. She's the one who has me sewing on cards, which we will do. I just haven't gotten around to it again yet. I think when Christmas comes, we'll start. Because I will, I don't change my color that often. I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to do happy. Oh yeah, well, this is during the first week of the month. I have a lot of extra paperwork that I have to do, getting spreadsheets and stuff done that from the month before, you know. So that's always busy. And sometimes I can watch stuff and sometimes I have to have no sound because I'm concentrating too hard. So I was away from my regular computer. So there we go, you guys. I don't think we're going to get to another card. It's because we're getting close to the end of the time. But what I wanted to show you, if I can find just a piece of scratch paper, I'm just going to do kind of a sample of what I was talking about before. Let me grab the trees. I think it's fun that you can grab this. Let me cut this and pretend. We'll pretend this is a card base. Pretend this is a slimline card. Okay? You can pretend. Actually, I'm going to make it like a mini slim card. Okay. What I think is fun about this, I'm going to do it horizontal, and this card, this stencil, is that you can take this, and I'm just going to grab some random colors here that I have on my desk. Got the red. And you can go in there, and you don't have to make them trees. So there's my red. And I'm not doing the bestest job. I apologize. But I can take my oval. Let's do the oval next. I mean, this is kind of messy. I apologize, but you get the idea of what I'm trying to say. You can do that. And then you could take your triangle, you know, and put your triangle in and make a fun little geometrical pattern. Does that make sense? Yes, Shiloh Miles. Yes. Check her out. She is awesome. I love watching her. And she's very calming when you listen to her speak too. So you could keep going, you know, and then you could grab your oval and do green. And then that's why I'm going to leave it like that for now. You guys get the point of what I'm trying to say, trying to do. But you could make a very, very, you know, modern kind of card using just those. Yes, you could use the large. You could exactly. No ECs. I want to see you do that. Thanks, Kate. I appreciate it. I mean, sometimes that hour goes by really fast. Yes, you could use this and you could go all the way around like EC said and just keep going around and around and around and make a flower shape. I'm sure you could do that with different things. You could probably do that with this one as well and make a flower shape. And then you could stick this in like as a leaf or something. So I just wanted you to see that they don't have to just be trees. So, but I am going to say thank you guys for joining me tonight. Like I said, Sunday I'm going to do 2 separate videos. I'm going to do one video there's 2 stencils on Sunday. I have them both, like I said, sitting right over there. And I'm going to do one for each. I think it'll just be easier for me than to try to film one long video. So watch for those on Sunday. They will be on the Brutus Monroe channel and my channel, I believe. I will have them scheduled. And then you guys have a great weekend. You know, it is, and I'm not a big person into geometrics. I mean, I like geometrics like this, but I just don't work that way, I think, sometimes. Because I'm more of the creative-y type this way versus the geometric mathel type thing. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I hope you had some fun learning how to use this one stencil of the month. I will see you guys all next week, where we will have another StencilPALOOZA stencil and the paper pad of the month. And I will see you around. Okay. Have a great evening. Bye now.